everybody. This is Joseph P. Farrell with news and views from the Nefarium on Thursday, April 14th, 2022. Very quickly, don't forget tomorrow at 3 p.m. U.S. Central Time, we do have a short format vid chat. Please remember to get your comments and questions in before 10 o'clock tonight. That's 10 o'clock U.S. Central Time tonight so that I can get them printed out. And I realize this is Western Holy Week for everybody, so today being Maundy Thursday and tomorrow Good Friday, I want to wish everybody that's celebrating Easter during the Western Holy Week a very happy season. Tomorrow we should get our vid chat done, I'm assuming about 6 o'clock, so that if you're planning to go to Good Friday services, you'll be able to do that. Next week, of course, is Orthodox Holy Week, so I will probably be taking a bit of a vacation from blogging. There will either be no blogs next week or fewer blogs than even the 3 per week that I've been doing since the heart attack. So, let's get started today. You may remember Governor Glenn Youngkin of Virginia, who was elected governor of that state, along with Lieutenant Governor, the first black lady conservative Republican governor in that state in history. And Glenn Youngkin has just signed a bill for Virginia, making Virginia the 41st state to eliminate sales tax on gold and silver bullion. So here we go. I'll link this article for you. This is Dateline just 2 days ago from Richmond, Virginia. Quote, on Monday, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin signed 2 bills that will extend and expand a sales tax exemption on the sale of gold and silver bullion and coins. The exemption relieves some of the tax burdens on investors, and it also eliminates one barrier to using gold and silver in everyday transactions, a foundational step for people to undermine the Federal Reserve's monopoly on money. State Senator Frank Ruff sponsored Senate Bill 26. Delegate Amanda Batten, these are both Republicans apparently, sponsored House Bill 936, and a 2018 law exempted the sale of gold, silver, and platinum bullion or legal tender coins over $1,000 from the state sales tax. That exemption is scheduled to sunset on June 30th, 2022. State Bill 26 removes the sunset date, making the exemption permanent. House Bill 936 goes a step further and removes the $1,000 limit, so all bullion transactions will be tax-free. This legislation, however, includes a sunset date of June 30th, 2027. In effect, with the enactment of these 2 bills, bullion sales over $1,000 will be permanently free from sales tax, and bullion transactions under $1,000 will be free from the sales tax until the 2027 sunset date. Now, I'm skipping more or less all the way toward the end of this article to read a few final paragraphs here. Then I want to give you some thoughts of my own. Quote, the United States Constitution states in Article 1, Section 10, quote, no state shall make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts, unquote. So currently all debts and taxes in South Carolina are either paid with Federal Reserve notes, which were authorized as legal tender by Congress, or with coins issued by the U.S. Treasury, very few of which have gold or silver in them. The Federal Reserve destroys this constitutional monetary system by creating a monopoly based on its fiat currency. Without the backing of gold and silver, the central bank can easily create money out of thin air. This not only devalues your purchasing power over time, it also allows the federal government to borrow and spend far beyond what would be possible in a sound money system. Without the Fed, the U.S. government wouldn't be able to maintain all of its unconstitutional wars and programs. The Federal Reserve is the engine that drives the most powerful government in the history of the world. Repealing taxes on gold and silver also takes the first step in the process of abolishing the Federal Reserve System by attacking it from the bottom up, pulling the rug out from under it by working to make its functions irrelevant at the state and local levels. Let me reread that for you folks, because that's important. Pulling the rug out from under it by working to make its functions irrelevant at the state and local levels, and setting the stage to undermine the Federal Reserve monopoly by introducing competition into the monetary system, unquote. And that's precisely what needs to be done. In other words, we now have, folks, 41 states that have passed legislation like this. So the next step, and this is the crucial part, the next step is to start using bullion in transactions, in purchasing various commodities and so on that you need for your daily life. Now, that's easier said than done, because you have to convince local businesses to accept bullion rather than Federal Reserve notes and set up the mechanism by which to do it. So in other words, if you have a 1 ounce silver coin or medallion, they've got to be able to set up and somehow assay that 1 ounce stick of gold or silver, and then spot you the money on the basis of the price of an ounce of silver or gold, and then let you make your purchase. Now, I do know that it is possible to do this, because if you go to Catherine Austin Fitz's website, Solari.com, she has started a gold and silver spot check. So in other words, you can go on her website and check the spot of the cost of an ounce of gold or platinum or silver or whatever. And then she, I believe, has a little network of stores close to Hickory Valley, Tennessee, where she maintains a residence, of stores that will do this, that will accept bullion in transactions. Now, this has started out in Utah with the Utah Goldbacks, which, again, is a local currency that has actual gold as part of the currency itself. So this is the next step that needs to be done. In other words, can you take your silver coins, your gold coins, whatever, to the local farmer's market and buy so many ears of corn or so many tomatoes or potatoes or carrots or what have you? This is the next step that needs to be taken. And I would urge everybody that lives in one of those states where they have already passed laws like this to take advantage of that law and try to start setting up networks of stores and businesses that will do this. Because, again, I agree with the thinking here that only competition is going to put an end to this horrible monetary system that we've been living under and all of its adverse consequences. So that's it for today. Yet another state joins the Bullion Club. You can mark Virginia down in that column, and this revolt, I guarantee you the other aspect of this, I think, is they are looking at some sort of impending breakup of the country. And again, that's not going to be good, because it will allow Mr. Bankster to walk away from all their obligations, Social Security, pension funds, and all that, unless states are planning to pick this up, or unless states are planning to submit their federal tax bills in escrow accounts backed by bullion. So that will be interesting to see if that happens as well. Anyway, don't forget, get your questions, comments in by 10 o'clock tonight, U.S. Central Time. We'll be doing a quick short format vid chat tomorrow at 3 U.S. Central Time, and I'll see everybody tomorrow, Lord willing. And bye-bye, and God bless.